Good evening. Welcome to Videos Academics Online Tutorial. Thanks for watching our YouTube tutorial online. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do well to press the subscribe button and the notification button in order to see all of our educative videos online. Thanks for watching us once again. God bless you. Please remember to drop your comment, like the videos, and share with your colleagues. Thank you and God bless you. Amen. Now, today we'll be talking about sine and cosine graph. Sine and cosine graph is one of the graphs where students are being tested in WAEC. So here we are going to be considering a question in WAEC mathematics, and the question number 12 of 2016. Year 2016, and the question says copy and complete the table of values correct to one decimal place for the relation y equal to 3 sine x plus 2 cos theta. We have to copy and complete the table of values correct to one decimal place. Copy and complete the table of values of correct to one decimal place for the relation y equal to what? 3 sine x plus 2 cos x. 3 sine x plus 2 cos x for the range values of what? Of 0 degree less than or equal to x, less than or equal to what? 360 degree. Now, how do we go about that? Now, this is what we have to do. We have to what? Complete the spaces. So we should copy and complete with their space to be completed here. When x is equal to 30 degree, what will be our y? When x is equal to 60 degree, what will be our y? When x is equal to 150, what will be our y? And so on and so forth. And let's go into the solution to avoid wasting much of our time. Now, when x is equal to 30, what will be our y? So we have the relation y equal to 3 sine x plus 2 cos x. Now, the first empty column to fill here is when x is equal to what? Is equal to 30 degree. What will be our what? Y. What will be our y? Now let's substitute y is equal to 3 sine 30 degree plus 2 cos 30 what? Degree. Now, if you check what your calculator, you press your calculator, sine 30 degree is into bracket what? Sine 30 degree is what? 0.5000 bracket plus 2 into bracket. Now, cos 30 is 0.8660. They are both in first quadrants, so they are positive. So 30 degree, 30 what degree. So now, when I mean first quadrant is this. That is, in the first quadrant here, we have what? We have all is positive. That is cosine, sine, and tan are all positive. That's why we're having positive values. But here is only sine that is positive. Others are negative. Cos is negative. So we have, that's why we have AS here. We have what? Tan here. We have what? Cos. So it's only tan that is positive here. That is so. Cos is what? Cos is positive here. This is what? This is 0 to 90, 90 to what? 180, 180 to 270, 270 to 360. So these are quadrants. So this 30 degree fall between 0 and 90. 0 and 90. That's why we're having positive 0.500 and positive 0.8660. So when you add this together, you are going to have 2, 3. Now approximate to what? To one decimal place. To one decimal place. Look at this. Approximate to one decimal place. This is 2 decimal place. Going to one decimal place now. It's going to give you what? It's going to give you. This one is not up to what? It's not up to 5. So you are going to drop it, and this one will be what? 3.2 to one decimal place. So to one. Now when x is equal to, and this one is what? When x is equal to 30, we have 3.2. When x is equal to 60 degree, what do we have? When x is equal to 60 degree, you apply the same method. We are going to have y equal to 3 sine 60 degree plus 2 cos 60 what? degree. 3 sine 60 degree plus 2 cos 60 what? 60 degree. 3 sine 60 degree plus 2 cos 60 degree. Now what is 3 sine 60 degree? Sine 60 degree 0.8660 bracket close plus 2 into bracket. Now cos 60 degree 0.500. When you add them together, this is what x is when x is 150 degree. What will be what? What will be your what? Y? When x is equal to 150 degree, y will be equal to, now using the following the expression 3 what? Let me demonstrate it by this first. Okay, so now 3 sine 150 plus what? 2 sine what? 2 cos what? 2 cos 150 degree. So now we can see that we are in second quadrant. Second for sine 50, sine 150, we are between 90 and 180, and sine is positive. So definitely we are going to have what? We are going to have still 9. Sine is also what? Sine is also positive here. So it will be 3 into bracket 0. Press your calculator. 500 plus 2, because it is here at second quadrant now. The cost will be negative, so it's minus 0.8660. So we have y equal to 1.5 plus 1.5 plus, when you multiply this one, you get minus 1.7320. So when you add it together, it will be what? It will be 1.5 minus 1.3 to 1.7320. So y will be equal to, when you press your calculator, we are going to have minus 0.232, approximately when it is what? 210, when x is equal to what? Is equal to 210, y equal to what? 3 sine 210 plus 2 cos what? Cos 2 10 degrees. So what do you have? Avoid missing 1 over 10. What do you have? 3 into bracket what? 0.5. We take the quadrant. Sine is negative at what? The third quadrant. So, and then plus what? 2 into bracket 0.866. Both are negative at third quadrant. So because 3 times negative at third quadrant. So we have what? The answer is minus what? Minus 3.23. So approximately what? Minus 3.2. This minus 3.2 minus 3.2. Now, having get y equal to minus 1.6 for what? 300 degree, which is 300 degrees equal to minus 1.6. So let's calculate what? 330. What will be our y when x equal to 330? So when x equal to 330 degree, y equal to what? 3 sine what? 330 degree plus what? 2 cos what? 330 degree. So we have what? 3 sine 330 degree. 3 sine 330 degree is what? Is 3 into bracket minus 0.5, because it is on the what? It's on the fourth quadrant, and sine is negative at the fourth quadrant. So we have plus what? 2 into bracket 0.8660. So when you have this one, so it's minus 1.5 plus what? 1.732. So it's going to be 0.232. Approximately what? 0.2. So this place is 0.2. 0. You can see that 2.0, 2.0, 3.2 minus 3.2, 3.6 minus 3.6, 3.0 minus 3.0, 1.6 minus 3.6. You can see it is coming from what? From a negative aspect to a positive what? To what? So that's how you know whether you are getting it or not. So we are going to plot the graph now. Welcome back. Having what? Having prepared the table of our values, we have to plot a graph, and these are the table of values limiting what? Underneath here. The table of values. X, when x equals 0 degree, we have 2.0. When x is equal to 3.30 degree, we have 3.2. When x is 60 degree, we have 3.6, and so on and so forth. and we have to plot a graph for this table of what? Value. And the question says of what? 2 centimeters. So the scale that we have to use here is 2 centimeters to 30 degrees on x-axis, and what? And 2 centimeters to 1 unit on y-axis. Draw a graph for the relation y equal to 3 sine x plus 2 cos x. Now you can see I have the way I position my graph in this particular video. This is unusual, because the way I portray the graph, or I position my graph doing physics is vertically, it's not landscape, it is portrait. But now I have to change the direction, I have to change the orientation of the graph, because of the kind of scale I was asked to use. We are asked to use 2 centimeters represent what? 30 degrees, which is a landscape, so as to I'll be able to accommodate more points for x axis. Now I'll be going into plotting of the graph in details. Now the question says we should use a particular scale. So the first thing is to write the title, write the scale for the graph, and the title of the graph. Now the title of the graph is what? Graph of relation y equal to 3 sine x plus 2 cos x. So this is the title of the graph. Then the next thing is to write the scale. The scale is 2 centimeters to what? 2 centimeters to 30 degrees on x-axis, and 2 centimeters to 1 unit on y-axis. So we write our scale, we've written our title of the graph, we've written the scale of for the graph. Now the next thing is to draw the vertical and the horizontal line, that is the y-axis and the x-axis. Remember that in our x-axis we have the highest value we have here is 360 degrees, and as I can see here, if I start counting from here, will I be able to have like 12? Because 12 times 30 will give me 360 degrees. Am I going to have 2 centimeters? Am I going to have 12 2 centimeter box? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so on and so forth. In fact, that's the reason why I have to change the orientation of the graph in order to be able to have enough 2 centimeter box to take this 360 degree, which is the highest value of our x. So now I'm going to draw my x axis, my y axis here, so I will leave a space here for proper for me to be able to label this side. So remember that you can also extend it, you can put it here if you want to. Just make sure that you draw it neatly. So I'm drawing my y now. My y has it, so as to demarcate it. And so we have y axis here. So my y-axis now. Now you know that the highest value I'm having on y-axis, the highest value y-axis, the highest value I'm having here is 3.6 on the positive and minus 3.6 on the negative. So I must have at least 4 units on both sides. Like I must have 1 to 4 on the negative y-axis, and I must have 1 to 4 on the positive y-axis. So let me see if I can have something like that. I can take this place to bring my words, to bring my 0, 0, 0. Will I have 1, 2, 3, 4? I think I can. I will have something like that. 0 now, 0. Now this one will be what? Minus 1, minus 1.0. So we are using one. You forget we are using to one decimal place now. This will be 1 minus 1.0 minus 2.0 minus 3.0 minus what? 4.0. So we have what? We have that as the that's 11. So we have what? On the negative side, on the positive side, we have what? 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. So I can now draw my x-axis now, right from here. So let's label this one. For every 2 cm there is 30 degrees here. This is 60 degrees. 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 150 degrees, 180 degrees, 210 degrees, 240 degrees, okay? 270 degrees, which you are going to extend this line. 300 what? Degrees. So let's extend this. Let's extend this. So we have 330 degrees. Then we have the last one is 360 degrees. So this is the x-axis, our positive x-axis is an positive what? Y-axis. The negative y-axis. Negative y-axis. Positive. Yeah, actually we didn't have value on negative x-axis. So that's why I didn't write anything here. So now this is the what? This is the what? The graph that we are going to use now to plot these values, table of values. So now we start what? Let's start to locate this what? This point on the graph, and let's see what we are going to have at the end of the day. Now, 0 x is when 0 x equals 0 degree, we have 2. When x equals to 0 degree, we have 2. 0, then we have what? 2. So 0, then what? 2. 0, then what? 0, we have y equal to 2. So I mark it x exactly on the point. 0, 0, 2. So now 30 degree, 3.2. 30 degree. So this is 30 degree against 3.2. Now we have what? For each smaller box, in the what? In 2 centimeter box, we do what? 0.1, because 10 box represent what? 1.0. So 1.0 divided by the 10 box in between this and this is going to give you 0.1. So which means that each smaller box is 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1.0. So this one will now be what? This one now we are locating what? 30 degree against what? 3.2. This is 3.1, 3.2 against 30. 3.1, 3.2. So the location will be here. This is where we are. So now 60 degree against what? 3.6. 60 degree against 3.6. 60 degree against 3.6. Now I have 60 degree, 3.6. This is 3.5. 3.5, 3.6. And then these are 60 degree here. So 60 degree against 3.6. 3.6. Now 90 degree against 3.0. 90 degree against 90 degree against 3.0. 90 degree against 3.0. We have it like this: 90 degree against 3.0. 90 degree against 3.0. So what else again? 90 degree against 3.0. 120 against 1.6. This is 1. This is 1.5, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 against 1.6 now against 120. This is 1.6 against 120. These are 120. 120 against 1.6. So we have what? Our point here. So now the next one is what? 150 against minus. Now 150 against minus is 0.2. Now this is 0.1. This is 0.2. Minus 0.2 falls along this side. Please take note. Against 150. And this is where your point is. Please note that. 0.2 is here. So 0.2, 0.2. So now can a little bit shift this word 150 so as to allow it to avoid what? Any confusion. So just shift the 150 to somewhere here. So these are 150 degree here. So now the next thing is 180, 2.0, 180, 2.0 minus 2.0, 180 minus 2.0, 180 minus 2.0. We have another point here. And the next one is 210 against 3.2. This is 3.2. 3 minus 3.2 minus 3.1 minus 3.2. We trace it. Minus 3.2 against 210 minus 3.2 against 210. So we have here. So now we have what? We have another point to locate now. What are the points we are going to locate now is what? Is 240 against what? Minus what? 3.6. 240 against minus 3.6. And this minus 3.5 minus 3.6 minus 3.1 minus 3.2 minus 3.3 minus 3.4 3.5 3.6 against what? 3.6 against 240. So we follow this to 240. So we have it here. So now the next thing is 270 minus 3. 270 minus 3. 270, this is 270 minus 3 is here. We just need 270 minus 3. 270 minus what? 3. Now 300 minus 1.6. 300 minus 1.6. This is 1 minus 1.5. This is minus 1.5. Minus 1.5 minus 1.6 is around here. So we follow this path. Minus 1.6. Minus 1.6. Minus 1.6, 300. Minus 1.6, 300. Minus 1. This is 1.5. So 1.6, 300. Now 330 is 0.2. 330 is 0.2. Look at this. This 330 is 0. This is 0. 0.1, 0.2. So it's somewhere here. So and the last one is what? 360 against 2.0. 360 against 2.0. 360 against 2.0. This is 2.0. 360 against 2.0. If you look at it very well, you see that this looks like a sinusoidal curve. There's something called sinusoidal curve, which we use to describe growth in physics. So this is a sinusoidal curve, and I'm going to join it together now to see what we are going to have at the end of the day. Now I'm going to join it together now from this point, starting from this point, using black marker. I'm joining it together now. Make sure so that's that about the curve. So we have a point here, just back in there you can see that there is a point here. So this is what we called sine and cosine graph. Sine and cosine. So these are the points. So that is that about that. So this is a graph of y. I write it anywhere, or let me write it here, community. Half of y equals what? 3 sine x plus 2 cos x. So that is the title of the graph. That is the title of the graph. So now we have to use this graph to solve what? To solve the problems that follow. We have to use the graph to solve the problems that follows. Now, this was can see 3 sine x plus 2 cos x is equal to 0. The simple our equation, just that when y is they equal this y to be equal to what? 0. So it means that they are saying that when this graph touches what? Y equal to 0, what will be our what? When this curve touches y equal to 0 will be the solution to this relation. Now it means that where this graph, where this curve, this sinusoidal curve touches the 0 line of y, that is where the solution of the relation lies. So the solution for this for this 3 sine x plus 2 cos x is equal to 0 lies on the what? This point lies on this point where it touches the what? This point lies here, this point, and this point. So now, meaning that x here is equal to what? Now, this is 120 degree. Now, I have to be very, very wise here. It is 30 degree now. 30 degree divided by 10. 30 degree divided by 10 means what? Each box is what? Is 3. 30 degree divided by what? 10. 30 degree divided by 10. 30 degree divided by 10. It gives you 3 degrees. So it means each smaller box represents 3 what? Degree. Now if I'm counting from here now, this is 120 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm having 9 boxes after 120. That's what my point is. So 9 times what? 3. 9 times 3 is 20 what? 27. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 120 degree. It will give me what? 147 degree. So my x here is what? 147 degree. That's the first value for the what? For when I have my y equal to 0, that is x equal to 147. My next one is also here. You also count this one too as well. It's about what? 9 balls after 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 300. So you have what? 27 to 300. The x value of your x here is what? X here is equal to 327 degrees. Means they are quite related to each other. First 147, wow, it's 320 what? 327. So that's that about that. So x is equal to 147 degrees, x is equal to 327 what? Degrees. That's the solution for the first what? The first problem here. The second problem is said you should solve what? 2 plus 2 cos x, 2 plus 2 cos x plus 3 sin x equal to 0. The first thing is to rewrite this equation in order to suit this what? This equation of what? This relation for the graph. So what I'm going to do is that I'm transferring this what? To the other side. So I'm having 2 cos theta, cos x rather, cos x plus 3 sin what? Sin x is equal to what? When you transfer this one now, it means 0 minus 2. It's 0 minus 2. So it means that my relation now becomes what? Now I can rearrange it in such a way that I write 3 sin x first. So 3 sin x plus 2 cos x equal to minus 2. Now it means that 3 sin x plus 2 cos x equals minus 2. I will now go to my graph and I will draw a line on minus 2. I will draw a line on minus 2 where I have my y equal to what? This place is what? Y equals here. My equation is y equal to minus 2. I will go to the graph and draw a straight line, a horizontal line on what? On y equal to minus 2. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to draw a line, a horizontal line on y equal minus 2. Now let's do it together as 3. Now, what is my minus 2? This is my minus 2. So I'm going to put a ruler now and draw the horizontal line. Now, look at me as I'm going to draw it. So we are going to draw. So you can use dots if you want, or less. So now, I successfully drawn what? Straight line on that what? Y equals minus 2. So you now trace this line to the what? To where? To the x-axis. You trace to the x-axis. So when you trace to this, where this thing touched the what? So you trace to the x-axis, you can see that it's on 180 degrees. Exactly on 180 degrees. You trace it like this. It's broken lines. It's broken lines. So you can see it pointing to 180. And let's see this one. Which is it pointing? What number is it pointing to? So it's broken lines. So now here at this place you have x equals 180 degrees. And this one, how many line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 270. So 21 plus 270 is 291. 291 is 90. 294, 297, 300. So this is what? 290 what? 291. This is what? 291. So x here for the what? Solution of this here. X, let me call this one x, another x. Oh, you know this thing, this is 291. For the solution of this, x here it was 291 degree. So 291 degree. 91 degree. And on sine and cosine graph, please if you have any question, please do well to drop it in the comment box. Remember to like this video, share with your colleagues, friends, and fellow teachers in school. We love you all. Thanks for watching. God bless you.